Hello, hello. Figured I'd do a quick test stream to see if I can find my groove. We'll see how it works. So I currently have the Acela queued up. Would y'all rather see the Acela or the S1? I think we're going to do some shenanigans and try and speed run the Northeast Corridor. Um, Fuck it, we'll make a new one. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Baggage. Do two sleepers. Diner. Sightseer Lounge. Oh, thanks for the follow spin. And coach. Do three coaches. Thank you as well for the follow, Allison. There we go. Thanks for the follow, Yamniska. Welcome to my own little slice of hell. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mainline. I am hanging out in Jersey server if you want to join me. Did everything right? Yes, I did. Pull out at exactly 9, use that to gauge and see how fast we get there. Hi RJS, welcome to the stream. God, I love the look of this thing. This one, no. I think Silver Bullet did come from a streamlined locomotive, but it didn't come from this one. I want to say the Silver Bullet came from the Dreyfus Hudsons, from the New York Central's Dreyfus Hudsons, because they were silver. I am pulling superliners because guess what? The fucking loading gauge is the same. These ones are the 50th anniversary ones, so I'm pretty sure they are, if not 100% to scale, then they're pretty damn close to scale. Come on, I want to unsync the drivers. Oh, if you want to do some fun stuff, once we get this to New York, I have some other things planned. But I want to get this totally not a ripoff of the California Zephyr to New York first. Also, thanks for the follow, Mainline. Yeah, literally. Speaking of, I have more lore that I need to write down in there about streamlined passenger trains. Yes. At least until Harrisburg. In URAD, at least. In the real thing. Since the Zephyr started after the S1 was retired, then it would be diesels. But in the alt timeline server, yes, the S1 would hold a Zephyr. Where's the trigger for that? There we are. Oh, I actually have one of the pre-war Lionel models of the Flying Yankee. So yeah, I know about the Flying Yankee. It's neat. It's not my thing. I much prefer this thing. And if we're talking like matched consists, I much prefer the current Acela sets, not the Avalia Liberties. I'm very torn on those. But yeah, Flying Yankees are neat though. Or Amtrak, yes. That ran on Amtrak, it has to be the GG1. Totally not taking that at way too fast for those superliners IRL. Well, shit. Think we should try again, or think we should get into the cursed shit? Hmm. 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 uh, is it this one?
Hello, I'm
Hello,
here.
mainline. I think it's this one.
Oh boy.
It's one of these two. I can't remember which one it is. We'll run this one and see.
There's only one other.
Uh, Beckett. Actually, you know what? We'll stay on the corridor. Philly to New York, as is routine.
I need to get the Northeast Corridor route so I can actually run my Acela. I got the Acela in a bundle that did not include the few routes that you can actually use it with.
Because, of course.
Of course. The only thing is I can run it on are the fucking Christmas train room.
Oh, it is this one.
Uh oh.
Huh.
Oh. Oh.
Huh.
Oh no.
Huh.
Hmm. Oh, oh no, it gets worse. Oh no, it's so much worse.
Oh, I just now noticed that that rear wheel isn't animated.
Oh, it's just yeah, we're flat spawning. It's fine. Honestly, this might work. That might have worked. They could have done it. They could have done something like that.
Could they? Yes. Should they? Hell no.
For when you don't want a challenger, but you also don't want a big play.
For when you want the length of a 2884, but you want the speed of a 4664.
Yeah. It should be a nice smooth ride because they can only go like 60, 65.
Thanks for the follow, Nasu. Oh god, the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4. God, I hate that fucking thing.
Let me check how much the Northeast Corridor is. I might get it.
I don't think it's that expensive, even at full price. It's an older
Probably
route.
gonna wait for.
Yeet.
Yeah, some other routes, so it'll be less expensive, but I still want to get it on sale.
Yeah, it's a fun route.
Well,
I have fun with it. Here, let's... Jersey!
Jersey man, what's up?
It is my pleasure to inform you there are 2 HO scale S1s on brass trains right now.
Oh...
Their prices are as follows: 3,495 and 3,495.
Yep,
Oh,
could have told you that.
They're Challenger imports, fully painted.
Yeah, no, I cannot afford those at the moment.
Convince chat to throw money at you. If anyone's watching.
Yeah. Follow, throw money at me. I want HO scale S1. Don't actually. Take care of yourselves first.
No,
oh,
throw money.
North,
Don't listen to her. Throw money.
the
Make it
Northeast Corridor
rain.
is only $20. You get this. Although I do want other routes.
Put it on layaway.
Oh, I
Alright,
forgot
I'm
they
gonna head
released.
back up and harass John.
Oh,
I
hey.
might be back. What?
We're in the 2023.
Nice.
Yeah, I know you can't throw money. This stream is just a test to see. This is literally my first time streaming on Twitch, so I don't have the option. If I did, I would still tell you. I would still tell all of you to take care of yourselves first. But make sure to follow. That way I can get the option. Yeah. Here we are,
I'm gonna
running the fastest
browse.
train in the US.
I'm gonna browse the train sim uh, marketplace. See what
It's
Steam
50.
engines they still have.
50 followers
USA.
stream for 8 collective hours on 7 different days, and you need a certain number of concurrent viewers over all of those streams. And you need to do all of that within 30 days. But they walked the restrictions down from what they used to be. I know they used to be a lot higher, but right now it's 50 followers. Yeah, that's pretty much how I was. Now, I would sit and watch live stream VODs, I just really wasn't crazy about watching them live.
I try to catch live streams whenever I can, but I'll watch VODs, definitely. God, you seriously cannot tab out of fucking train sim or it crashes.
There's a reason I run it in windowed mode almost all the time.
Yeah.
Right now, the way I have it set up, it's actually smaller than the stream preview window I have on my screen. The game itself is
Ah,
smaller than the preview window showing the game.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot they did actually release the Empire State Express now. I should get that.
It prevents it from crashing when you tab out, yes. And actually, you don't even need to alt-tab, you can just... Like, I can just run my mouse off the side of the screen right over into Twitch Studio. And it works just fine.
Mm. There's a Burke, there's SBNS, there's 700. That's cool. I have that, I have that. See what routes there are.
Oh shit. Forgot about that. We'll restart. Take two.
Womp womp. Hmm. Might get Marius Pass.
Eyeball. Nope, I forgot to turn the headlights on. Casually violating FRA operating practices.
It's fine.
Putting it in notch 8 with the headlights off is bound to be a good look. There is only one train I know of that can take that crossover at full speed. And that is the I-1SA because it doesn't get fast enough to tip over in that. Paid for the whole monitor, gonna use the whole monitor. Yeah, I do that too, but I don't use the whole monitor for games because not every game supports decent graphics in 4K. Because I have a giant ass monitor that's 4K, so I can afford to have the game smaller and have other stuff going on in the background. Once the rear end power car is off that curve, notch 8, don't be late. It's actually not 6, but who cares? Yeah, I also typically have Task Manager running somewhere on the screen. Usually I have it hidden behind something else, but it's still open. More often than not, the program it's hidden behind ends up being Discord. I do really like this Acela set, and I'm going to be sad when they're retired in a couple years.
And they
The Liberties just don't have the same charm to them. These ones look neat.
look uniquely American. The other ones look
They look
too
too French.
European or like Chinese or something.
Well, they're
Like they have
French,
more, yeah, French kind
because
of.
they're made by Alstom.
Yeah. The other ones have more of like that American design cues of like early E units kind of. Uh the new ones just don't have the same. They don't look good.
There we go. Much more manageable speed. And now that we're through the crossover, Notch 8, don't be late. This Acela set also has a fun bug where it doesn't do the alerter for overspeeding, which is the only reason I'm able to do 120 in a 50.
Nice. I know the TGV sets that you get with they were selling. I remember they sold the T like a couple France routes for like free. They were free, and so I got TGVs out of them. Uh, Unfortunately,
Uh,
they can only be used on the
the new
you
Acela
know.
sets are still electric. The Avelia Liberties are still electric. The uh, the Siemens sets, the Siemens Chargers and the Siemens Sprinters, those are diesel, but they can also be powered off of overhead catenary using a special auxiliary power car. Those ones are going to be on the shorter haul sets. The Avelia Liberties are going to replace the Acelas for the high speed express.
I wonder what will happen to the Acela sets when they're retired. I think some road museum's gonna try and buy them.
I really hope some of them get. I hope at least one gets preserved. Ideally, I would like to see 2 or 3 preserved.
Yeah,
If not, have 2 or 3 kept on reserve if needed.
that'd also be neat if Amtrak just kept some of them around and like if the new Acela has problems, they can.
Yeah, I mean these sets are already reaching the end of their designed service lives, but they're still going strong.
Indeed, it's crazy. We're coming to a point where um stuff that like modern looking stuff like this is getting retired. That's pretty crazy. Like these things are new in the grand scheme of railroading. They're
I mean,
pretty new.
they showed up in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Actually, when did they start
compared.
running?
I Let me look it up. Uh,
I want to say it was either right before or right after 9/11.
uh okay, Acela. Let's
2000.
see.
They're as old as me.
Yeah, 2000. Um, the
It is
annual
going to be
ridership is
weird.
up 38. Huh?
I'm responding to a
Yeah,
message
it
in chat. It is going to be weird
Oh
seeing
yeah,
the new ones on the rails. However, the testing videos of them running high-speed tests are pretty damn cool to watch.
yeah. Ridership is apparently up 38% from last year. Interesting. I don't know why Wikipedia decided that annual ridership needed to be a thing at the top of the page, but
I don't
good
know.
info.
What I do know is that the Northeast Corridor has a massive share of the New York to DC commuters, like significantly more than either air or car travel.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like LA to San Francisco. It's too long to drive, too short to fly, kind of thing. So you take high speed train.
Yeah, and the Northeast Corridor, especially the Acela sets, are really good at that.
Indeed, and they're pretty nice inside too. So they're like attractive to, uh, you know, people who are traveling between the two cities for business.
Yeah. And like if I were in charge of Amtrak, if I were given free reign to like
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
if I were given free reign to modify, modernize, change Amtrak how I see fit, I would leave the equipment itself alone, but I would I would string wires up to more places. Like I would get on Norfolk Southern's ass about stringing wires the whole way to Pittsburgh. And I would see about stringing wires the whole way at least up to Albany, up from New York. That way we can run Acela sets in more places.
Yeah,
Because especially going to Pittsburgh, sure, it would be going slow around it, but having an Acela rounding the horseshoe curve under its own power would be cool as hell. That and I kind of just want Acela service at my house. And I don't want to move closer to Philadelphia.
yeah.
Nope,
You know,
here
I'm
we
gonna
are,
find
maxing out the speedo.
gonna it's gonna be interesting if these things make it to preservation. One, who's gonna get them, and two, what are they gonna do with them? Because they'll be in operational condition when they get them. Like
The,
if they do, if people get a hold of them.
the problem is not like IRM would be the only place that you would really be able to run one in preservation, and you would run into the
Yeah,
same problem as running their AEM7 or their Little Joe. Is these things draw far too much power for what their grid can supply.
yeah,
And IRM's about the only place that would be able to run one under its own power. Everywhere else would need to put it on static display. Yeah, IRM
yeah.
doesn't
And
have a lot of track. They would at least be able to run it back and forth
yeah, but
slowly,
like that's a
but
far cry from running it at 160 down the
yeah.
main. Like they could
Like
run it at
once these
20.
things are retired, I don't look to see them ever hitting their top speed ever again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Although I do hope that at least a few sets get preserved.
Definitely is. Their interiors are very nice. They're an iconic part of American railroading. I would be surprised if nobody's already trying to get one of these things.
Yeah, that and I personally think they just look better than the Avelia Liberty sets.
For sure, yeah. They are very pretty looking cars, and it'd be they're very pretty looking train sets, and it'd be a shame if none of them made it out. I mean, at this point, we're kind of in that point in preservation where most things that get retired ended up getting saved, but it's considering it's like a diesel, it might be a bit more iffy of like diesel preservation is often overshadowed.
Amtrak has generally been pretty good about preservation. I mean, they did specifically donate a couple AEM7s to museums, like donate, not even
Yeah,
sell.
yeah. And they've been pretty good about the F40s as well.
Yeah, and I
Um,
look for them to, because they're looking into retiring the P-42s over the next couple years or so. I look for them to donate a couple P-42s around the country,
that'll be insane.
which I actually really like the P-42s as well.
Yeah, I
And I
think
would
they're
like to see a
much better
couple of them
looking.
preserved in operational condition because like those would be ideal for tourist railroads.
Oh, for sure, dude. Those things are gonna flood because F40s already flood tourist lines, like Grand Canyon, Algoma Central, like those are already being used on tourist lines because they're decent
Yeah,
modern power.
and the P-42s
So
are just an upgrade to that, so they would be even better.
pretty much, yeah. Man, it's gonna be pretty surreal to see a P-42 on static display when I've seen them running my whole life. That's gonna be crazy.
I mean, it's the same thing as seeing Jeeps on static display
Yeah,
or SDs. It's the same thing as seeing those.
yeah.
They're still running. There are some that are running that are older than some of the ones in museums.
Like, yeah, again, the Grand's first ever running engine from night first ever diesel locomotive is still running and it's from 1941. Like diesels are have longevity, but it's like it's kind of surreal seeing like, 3011 at the museum because like GP30s, they're still a thing
Yeah.
on many railroads. The Wheeling and Lake Erie has them in revenue service.
Now,
Like,
in terms of diesel preservation, I there is one pair of locomotives that I wish were in operational preservation, but it's probably never going to happen ever, and that's the two RF-16s.
I'm
The,
looking those up. Oh, those
the
things.
Baldwin
Yeah.
shark noses, the two surviving shark
Yeah.
noses.
Yeah.
Both former New York Central, both up done up in D&H scheme. They are they're supposedly going to a museum whenever the owner dies, but they are most likely never going to run again, and if they do run again, they're going to be repowered from their Baldwin Prime movers.
Yeah.
Because the one, I think, is entirely gutted. Yes, Train Hajj,
Looking at
exactly. Fuck, now I need to commission somebody to make a Trans Pride RF-16.
I'm looking at pictures of these things.
What, the
What is
RF-16?
this? The RF-16, specifically the article about them being pulled out of storage for the first time in 40 years.
Oh, there's video of it.
Jesus. Yeah. Hold on. Let me look this up.
There's video of the one getting pulled from wherever they were being stored to somewhere else to make room.
Oh yeah, I see him.
I want to get a set of the Conrail ones from Broadway Limited. I want to get a set of Pensy ones as well, but I want a set of the Conrail ones. The Conrail ones are a neat fantasy scheme.
On the topic of Baldwins, when I was doing research on DNRW diesels, I found out that the builder's plate for one of their VO 660s that got sold to the Frisco is for sale on eBay.
Nice.
Just the builder's plate. I was when I saw that I was like, all right, that engine is dead, but at least the builder's plate is still around. But yeah, one of their when they donated them to trade them in for newer EMDs, one of them got sold to the Frisco. I guess that's how the builder's plate survived. But yeah, they're just selling it on eBay.
Hmm.
Aha. I mean,
Hmm.
mm, you know, speed is relative.
It's
From my
fine.
point of view, I'm sitting down and going
Just
nowhere.
just ignore that.
Sorry, if you squint, that one is a five, obviously. If you squint.
You squint, it's mint.
Yeah. We just need more places of electrification so that like because steam can run on the main, diesel can run on the main,
Electric can run fucking nowhere.
electric, yeah. The IRM is like the only place where electric trains can even run in general. Because, like they have the infrastructure for it. Uh, and then like the Northeast Corridor and nowhere else.
The Northeast Corridor, the Keystone Corridor from Philly to Harrisburg, and that's it. At least on the main line.
Yeah. Because you could take a diesel out for an excursion. Like you could do it. You could take an E unit out,
Diesels
have
can
some
go
fun.
anywhere because you don't even need the special infrastructure for coal and water of a steam locomotive.
Yeah, you only need the already existing diesel fuel stands that
Yeah.
are dotted
Well,
around
even
the
then,
country.
like, even if you go to a place that doesn't have a fuel stand nearby, just order up, like, just call up a local fuel supplier and have them send out a tank truck.
Yeah. Unlike steam locomotives which need the coal and water brought with them, or they need they need the few
Wood,
remaining
or
coal.
oil. Well, I guess the oil you could just bring in with a tank truck too,
Yeah.
but still,
Yeah.
most places with diesels you don't need that.
Yeah.
And for the
It'll be
places that
interesting
have
when
it
we
for an electric locomotive, so long as everything's in operational condition, all you need to do is raise the panto.
yeah. But unfortunately, the few places that have electrification, one, don't have enough power supply, or two, are actively running and you can't really get a schedule in.
Yeah. That, and there is the slight problem of the like the power supply that the Pensys section of the Northeast Corridor runs on and the power supply that the New Haven section of the Northeast Corridor runs on are two different things.
Yeah.
And that's on one main line. That is on one track. That's on one line. From once you get through New York Penn and up onto the New Haven's trackage, it's a different power supply.
Hmm.
Which
That
means
is
that
not ideal.
these are technically dual mode because they need to pick up two different power. They need to pick up two different currents. Also, hi AC. Saw you in the chat, but I didn't want to interrupt my train of thought.
Oh, hey, AC.
Yeah, the Liberty looks weird. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, both the Liberty and this are knockoffs of French designs, but this looks less French. The Liberty looks literally just like a one-to-one copy of a TGV. This, at least, has, like, it doesn't look like this thing you could plop down anywhere in the world and it wouldn't look out of place.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Liberty, most places it would look very out of place. I'm not even going to comment on that, AC.
It'll be interesting when people start doing diesel excursions. Like UP has done a few with the E units, but like not nearly as much as we see like steam excursions.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple places around the country that do diesel excursions, just not mainline excursions.
Yeah, there's a few places like tourist lines that only run diesels,
Yeah.
like Leadville or Grand Royal Gorge or Does Verde Canyon run any steam? I don't know.
There's even a couple places out here that just run diesels.
Yeah, it's much cheaper, very less regulated. Ah, thanks, AC. Yeah, I figured I was just making sure. But
I
like, imagine.
really wish NS was still open to letting. Oh, well, I guess they are, because I think it's Bennett himself that's the reason why he doesn't run his Fs on the main anymore, or Es, whatever he
Hmm,
has. Bennett Levin has a couple of EMDs, and I believe he has a full matching Pensy train set for them.
interesting.
But I don't think they have PTC, so he can't run them on the main.
Ah,
Which is one thing I'm glad
installing
about 1361 getting PTC, because then
she can
NS
run
will
on
be
the
more
main.
open to allowing it to run on the main. Same thing with
Yeah.
5550.
Thing is, it's really easy to install PTC on diesels, much harder to install on steam engines. Or even then, but like, you can usually just like put a diesel with PTC behind an engine and just say, you have a really long nose now, Lamau.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 1361 and 5550 are both getting standalone sets, so they won't need the diesel to do the really long nose trick. Um, but yeah. As far as Illinois Central diesels, I would imagine so. Probably not in Illinois Central paint. But I don't know that firsthand. Also, hi, Midland. Actually,
Hey,
here.
Midland.
Midland, you're now a mod.
Yeah, there's ICS 270s still around. There's plenty. There's a few. Like, those are like standard cab S270s, which I think look pretty cool. There's a company that makes DNRHW standard CAD SD70s, like fantasy scheme kind of things, and I really want one. I really want one because it's like it's perfect. It's exactly what the DNRHW would have done.
"30 miles to go, and we're only 25 minutes in." How fast do you think we
Hmm.
can cover the last 30 miles?
2 seconds, or probably 10 minutes. Yeah.
I don't know. Place your bets now, folks. What time do you think we're gonna get to New York Penn? Also, thanks for the follow, Midland. If you want to join the call, you're more than welcome to. We're in Jersey server. Thanks for the follow, AC. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
eat. Go eat. Din Din is
Yeah.
good.
Remember to follow. Chat, remember to if you like what you're seeing, follow for more content. Yippee.
Follow for more. This is hopefully going to be the first of many streams.
When I eventually get a better computer setup, I might actually stream. Like if I get a proper desktop and a
Oh, hey. It's a toaster.
oh hello.
Meow. Seems like it. It was a couple minutes late for mine. I idled on my starting soon stream. My starting soon screen, just to let him catch up, but it only took him a few minutes. But yeah, it definitely seems like he's on time for Twitch a lot more than YouTube, and I think that speaks volumes about which one has the better notification system.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm sorry, God's Fast... Yeah, God's Fastest Brick would... Yeah, the AM7's in the run for it. But... yeah, that's true. Carlbot Mods, if any of you are watching, which I don't know why you would be, but Carlbot developers, if any of you are watching, give us more than 5 Twitch notifies. Let us at least have 10.
Oh, can you only do a certain number of notifies at a time?
You can only do up to 5 Twitch notifies.
Oh, that's it's
And
only like
that's the hard cap. That's if you have Carlbot Premium.
wow.
Oh shit, I need to slow down a bit.
So like it can only track 5 people at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can only have Carl do the auto notify for up to 5 channels at a time. Now for YouTube, I think the limit is 30.
It's weird that they'd not put like a higher limit on Twitch. Like they get 30 channels for YouTube, but only
Yeah,
5
like
for
why not at
Twitch.
least have 10 channels for Twitch?
Yeah.
Where are we? Where is that? Oh, perfect. I don't need to go through that. Fuck it, we ball. Highball.
Fuck it, we highball.
Precisely. Oh, there, we did 10 miles in less than 5 minutes.
I'm getting to work early with this one.
I wish somebody would make a full New York to Washington version of the corridor. That way you could really test your speed and see if you can beat the Acella's timetable.
That'd be really interesting.
Because
We're like
New York to Philly's only 90 miles. It's not that long.
or do like what they did for the Soldier Summit route, where they add on bits to it. It'd be really interesting if you could like you connect routes together.
There's a
You
way to
know?
do that for trains, but not for railworks.
Yeah. Like a full Northeast corridor would be really neat to see.
Yeah, I mean, even just like Washington to New York and then New York North as 2 separate ones would still be good, because New York Penn is the dividing line, and oh fuck, that is a not good.
Ugh! Oh my God! How did you survive that?
I'm the best damn engineer Amtrak has ever seen.
I think you just threw everyone in the train uh, off their seats, but we're still on the tracks. So, I'm gonna make that your first flip. It's an honor.
Now, the people in first class wanted their martinis shaken, not stirred. God damn it, AC. I was expecting Jersey to make jokes about that, but not you.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, that's fun. Hey, chat, how much air do you think we can get?
Oh no. See, I don't know whether or not to make a joke, make this joke or not. Uh, so I'm just not gonna do that.
Why are you
Oh my,
vibrating? Stop it.
it's scared, man. You just took it over a hump at 150. It's terrified.
It's fine. Also, we're in Newark, so I need to slow the fuck down.
Just get those brakes smoking.
It's okay, this thing has dynamics.
Yeah, true. You're not using the dynamics though.
No, they're auto. Really nice.
Ah,
When you apply the
ah,
normal
interesting.
brakes, it auto applies the dynamics as well. And then whenever you get
Interesting.
slow enough, it automatically takes the dynamics back off. Super nice.
Oh,
There's actually a switch in the cab to turn the auto dynamics on and off. There.
interesting. I
You can
didn't know
typically
that.
run with them on because braking is stronger.
Yeah, and that's always a good thing.
And with how, like, I don't... Like, there's no operational penalties for jolting passengers around, as evidenced by the fact that I just fucking threw them against the walls of the train.
Yeah, yeah, obviously no. It's fine.
So we do transit stops here. We blast into the station. The front end of the
Last,
train passes the end of the station platform doing 90, and then the front end of the rear end of the train stops before it even hits the platform.
obviously, yeah.
Just dump it whenever the front coupler hits the platform. That's my operating practice.
That should be a standard, really. It's the most efficient way of doing things.
Anywho, another service coming up. My
Let's
money's
blow
on
out
it
his
being another
windows.
Nacella set. Nope, I was wrong. It's a toaster.
Ah, I was just about to say my money's on the toaster. Let's blow out his windows.
Oh, that would be really fun. Somebody make MP54 sets for this game. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So you could blow out windows.
MP54 is in the Metroliner, God's fastest lead pipe.
Hmm.
Anyway, I can do about 120 from here the whole way to New York Penn, so we're gonna do that.
It turns out she could not do 120 from here.
Ah, but I am not in career mode. I am in quick drive, where those penalties don't exist.
Don't matter. Other than speeding.
We're in quick drive mode, where the speed is made up and the points don't matter.
The only thing that matters is if you stayed on the rails. Optional.
Yeah, like I'm speeding, but I'm not losing points for it.
As long as two of your wheels are still on the rails, you're fine.
Also, AC, your blender skills are far better than mine. I suck at blender. Oh, we're coming up on Secaucus.
I do want to learn Blender. It's the exact type of like tedious but like detail-oriented shit that I love.
Will he
I just need
blend?
to
That
learn.
is the question.
I just need to learn how to do it so I can make all the dirt with standard gauge I want.
Yeah, AC, I am not good at Blender. I made a 3 chime, and even that was bad. I have put my Mason bogey on hold because I am how you say not great. Oh, I'm underspeeding. I can be going faster through here.
And you slowed down so you didn't decapitate anyone who was standing over the yellow line. Is this another toaster? I think it's another toaster. It's another toaster!
I do need to slow down up here because this curve is a bit sharp. That's what, that iconic photo of the GG1 on its Wikipedia page, that photo was taken right here.
Really? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right. Right there. Huh.
The one of it pulling the congressional.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, Midland.
Hi, Midland.
Welcome to the chaos. We're just hitting we're just hitting the Hudson River tunnels.
I was about to say, you're just hitting New York. I wouldn't recommend that. That usually doesn't end well.
Hitting New York at a high rate of speed? Fuck it. Notch 8, don't be late. Actually, we're in Notch 6, but Notch 8, don't be late.
We will collapse 10 blocks of apartments as we hit the
If I
basement.
slam the brakes on as soon as I leave the other end of the tunnel, how fast do you think they'll stop?
Really fast, I think. I guess we're gonna find out.
Well, it also depends. Are you going to hit a switch first? Because usually it lines you into one of the offshoot tracks. So I would check your alignment by pressing 9 real quick.
Oh, here it is.
No. Fuck it, we ball.
All right.
New York Penn Station is in sight. I feel like it's a rush of air is gonna blast out the tunnel when you come out of it. Ugh. Emergency. Oh,
I told you.
oh,
There was a switch.
That was
no.
violent.
You threw it into the back rooms, dude.
Yep.
Oh god, it actually bugged my cursor.
Oh no.
I can't see my cursor because it was invisible whenever I fucking...
Oh yeah, you gotta like close out of TSC entirely. Or like try to navigate without the
Fucker sank like the Titanic. Yeah. Yep. Um... No, not the Acela Express. It's hard to navigate without being able to see the thing, but fuck it, we ball.
I mean, yeah. It is kind of hard.
There
You
we are.
can't see
Go
the
one.
mouse.
Actually, I could just do this. Custom. Uh, Light engine GG1.
Light engine.
Because more speed.
Do you have a problem with running light engine?
More speed.
No.
More speed.
Why are you so hard to nav? Actually, here. No, fuck. There we go. GG1 mixed freight.
Today on New York News, 100 people greatly injured on the Amtrak line. And the last words we got from the cab is, fuck it, we ball.
I was about to say, you're in a stream with people involved in the rail industry. Cursing is to be expected. Especially when something's not working.
There we go. Why are you not letting me fuck with the controls?
Uh-oh. I think your train sim is, like, completely broken.
Is the pantograph up? Did you accidentally spawn onto one of the not electrified tracks?
No, I think it's the control thing. Hang on. We'll be back.
Yeah, I think the UI might be completely broken.
We'll be back. Let me restart the game. Also, AC, it was 2 different messages. The first one got flagged, and then I manually allowed it. But, you know.
Happen.
Is this Be Right Back screen on the high scored server?
Come on.
Or is that just a random Minecraft server?
That is actually a single-player world that It was a single-player survival world that I was just wandering around, exploring, looking for a place to find my base, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, this is really photogenic, so I stopped and recorded a minute loop of it.
Hey, that's pretty good. It looks pretty. Minecraft can be really fucking pretty sometimes. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Even without mods. Like, with some of the mods, like, that Continental mod, like, it can get real fucking pretty.
There are moments, like going off the prettiness. There are moments in Train Sim where it does look really good. They're usually custom maps that do it though, but there are moments.
There are definitely moments where you're like, damn,
Come on.
this looks pretty good.
Like
Oh, yeah, those
on
are
my
my
custom
pings.
map,
I'm not technically in streamer mode on Discord. Probably should be.
might help slightly. But yeah, there are moments because when I have my custom map, when I say custom map, I mean the considered in real life in Train Sim version of the Quakertown Southern. There are some spots in there where I've got the scenery like just right, and if you take a screenshot, it's like, oh, I know it's Train Sim, and you can tell it's Train Sim, but that looks good.
Are you pulling double stacks?
Yes?
Why not?
Oh my god.
As one should.
It's a mixed freight. The GG1s hold freight.
GG1's hauling auto racks is
They may
something.
Not just any auto racks. Bean sniff auto racks.
I was about to
Bean
say they may
sniff
not have
on-
hauled anything this tall in the corridor. However,
I mean, it fits. Like,
Technically
it
speaking, the
fits.
corridor can accommodate double stack traffic. It's just the top of the containers need to have something over them to insulate them from the wires.
yeah. Otherwise, that'd be that.
Yeah.
That's actually why. Neat little fun fact. Back when the B&O was a thing, and they would run the Capital Limited into DC, they had to do it. This was before they could de-electrify a wire or something, or way back before superliners were even thinking it's the B&O. But they had a dome car on that train that not only was a little bit shorter than a standard dome car by a couple feet, but they wouldn't allow anyone up in the dome once they got under the wire. Like at the station before the wire, they would tell everybody to get out of the dome.
Interesting.
That is some shit the B&O would pull, isn't it?
All right, everyone out of the dome. I don't want you to fucking die.
Come on,
I'm just
sweetheart, you
glad.
can do it.
I'm just glad the dirt were never electrified because domes were their whole thing.
Well, that's the thing. A couple of years ago, they brought in, not a couple of years ago, a few years ago at this point, they brought in superliners for, as a, like, moving hotel for, or I say moving, as a hotel based out of 30th Street for increase in Amtrak staff for the Pope. So there was actually a really neat video of an ACS 64 hauling superliners under the wire on the Keystone Corridor.
Let me look this up.
And I think
That
the
and-
modern day rendition of the Capital Limited.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's cool.
Now, it would be next to impossible due to some of the clearance restrictions needed with the Northeast Corridor, but if you could raise the wires, you could absolutely,
Oh, for sure.
like, especially the GG1s, because the GG1's pantographs, when fully extended, are actually taller than the locomotive body itself. So the body itself is 15 feet tall, the pantograph extends another 18 feet above that.
Yeah. So you could absolutely raise the wire a bit. I mean, it would take, unfortunately, it would take an entire system-wide upgrade, but you can do it.
Yeah. You could stack two GG1s on top of each other, and with the pantographs collapsed on both of those, they still wouldn't be as tall as one GG1 with the pantograph fully extended vertically.
Yep.
I mean, you were right. Those are just superliners on the Keystone Corridor. That's fun.
Yeah. That was a bunch of sleepers they brought in for the extra staff when the Pope visited.
So yeah, this is
Oh,
more
yeah,
than just
yeah,
double
there's a bunch of
stacks and auto
sleepers.
racks. It's just a mixed freight.
They also from what I'm seeing, they also put the diner car on it.
Yeah.
You got a diner car. That's
Yep.
fun.
Little cafeteria.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell those are sleepers. Yeah.
And they fit on the under the wire. I don't now when they were being moved, there was nobody in them. Like there was absolutely nobody in them. So it was a deadhead, but there they are.
Yeah. Oh, and they got a P40.
Actually, Midland, could you link that message in chat, or could you link that video in chat in the stream
Yeah.
chat?
I got it.
Either
Here,
one. Yeah.
I got it pulled up. There. For those who want it.
That did not work. Why did you not work?
Yeah, there's a couple of good videos.
You can also just look it up, like,
Hang on.
pretty easily.
Do I have allow links turned off? I might have links turned off. It might need to be Midland that sends it.
Potentially. I'm gonna get both. There's one with a P42 leading, and then there's one with a ACS leading. I think
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
ACS led westbound, and the P42 brought it in eastbound.
Honestly, love superliners. They're such neat cars.
Showed up for me.
This is the kind of shit that we would probably see if the GG ones were still around today. Like maybe not double stacks, but absolutely container cars with single stacks.
See, AC. The Superliners could fit on the Moffat Road. That's the thing. Like, they are on the Moffat Road all the time. I just like my California Silver cars better. Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's a neat angle.
That's the fun angle.
How
Until we get
many
hip.
cars do you have on this? Is this
How
one
many
of those like 60 car consists that you swapped out the power on?
It might
No, I
be.
actually built this consist. I didn't swap the power.
Okay.
It's
so
just
Oh,
that I wanted modern
fun.
freight, and the BNSF stuff is the only modern freight that I have.
Fair enough.
Also, just double-headed GG1s in general are cool AF.
Oh yeah, it's a vibe. Definitely vibe.
Yeah, for sure. They're so long and sleek and nice looking. They're pretty engines. They're absolute units too.
Yeah, they're fucking gigantic.
They're huge.
They're short height-wise. That and they're
Yeah.
only 10 feet wide. But they are long boys.
They're what, like 85, 90 feet long?
I want to say they are... I want to say they're 80 to 85 feet. I can't remember exactly how long they are with the couplers raised. But with the couplers collapsed, I want to say they're like 82 feet long.
According to Wikipedia, 79 foot 6 inch over coupler pulling faces.
Then there you go.
I wanted to look it up just to make sure. Because I was curious.
I could remember. It was one of those things. Like I remember they were longer than a P70. Of those.
Yeah, the irony when the locomotive is longer than the car it's pulling.
Hey,
Yep.
Sometimes.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Pirate.
Oh, hello, pirate.
Oh, shit.
Found a switch.
Oh! Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Totally
There's the
didn't
double
do that one
stack.
on purpose. Anyway.
Hey, the engines made it.
The
Just
engines
that,
made it, and then once everything else toppled.
yeah.
Hmm. Oh, you said about freight moving fast. Okay. Okay. Create new.
This is where we get the Acela power cars on the head end of
Oh,
something.
no.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
He. One of the H21, not the
No,
B70.
the S1 on the head end of something.
When there's only one locomotive in Altoona and we need to pull a passenger train, a freight train.
Actually, fun fact, a bunch of hopper cars is how they actually tested the S1.
Interesting.
We just dump a motion.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't want to put a bunch of passenger cars behind an untested engine.
All I will say is putting a bunch of hoppers behind something to test it, the East Broad Top approves.
Historically accurate consist. It is not historically accurate in length. Because they tested it with 70 or 90.
So put 70 and 90 hoppers behind.
I want to say they tested it with 90 hoppers. Also, Midland, do you know where they ran it with those hoppers?
Down past Mount Union, didn't they?
Yep.
But they've taken that all the way down to Enola to Wyatt, or no?
They could have. But
Because I'm just thinking about that trackage, and it's like there's not really a good turning spot until you get to Harrisburg.
well, there is the Y in what is it, Lewisburg?
Lewistown.
Lewistown, yeah. There's the Y in Lewistown, but I don't think that could accommodate the S1.
No. I don't think it could have either. And I know for a fact the Y in Mount Union could not have either.
No, but they took it down to Mount Union Yard, ran it around the hoppers, backed it up to Huntington, turned it on the Huntington Y, and then ran it forward back to Altoona.
Makes sense.
Because they wanted to test it on the road backwards as well as forward. And Mount Union to Huntington was the optimal spot. Minimum curve radius, IRL, it could do the horseshoe curve, but in the game it actually can't.
Yeah. It's like something. It's like 9-degree minimum or something.
It can take sharper curves than you would expect with how long it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the T1 Trust was ambitious enough. They should have called themselves the S1 Trust and revoked this thing.
Yeah, about that. The T, like, 5550 will be able to go anywhere a large northern can.
This thing would be no. Wait.
This thing would be a mainline only engine. This thing cannot operate on any branch lines.
At all.
And it's not
Yeah,
even
this-
it's not even because of the size. Like, it's not just because of the size, it's because this thing's so damn heavy as well. That, and it's a speedy boy, it just wants to go fast.
Throttle in the ceiling. Alright. See you when we need
To
to start
quote-
braking.
To quote the motive power foreman of the Fort Wayne division, they had to hold the S1 back to keep it at 120.
Huh.
That's what happens when you get something free steaming at. The whole thing was just ridiculous in the best possible way.
Yeah. Extremely smooth riding.
Oh, I know what track you're going down. Is this thing gonna be able to handle that?
Oh god.
It's
The
pretty
hoppers are
Yeah,
I think those are the-
physics on the the horseshoe curve hoppers are fucked at best.
Oh no, it's the same thing with the Soldier Summit hoppers. The Durgwa hoppers that I like to use a lot, they do this. All
Yeah.
the fucking
I mean,
time.
look at that shit. They're just
I mean, in the hopper's defense, you're going through a 30 at 45.
yes, but they do this even when switching in the yard. You could be
True.
doing 10 through a yard switch, and they do that as well.
It also could be down to what the track wobbliness was set to on the route.
The couplers are also stretchy whenever you first start.
Oh yeah, a couple of stretches.
Oh, you can see it there. Look how far out the couplers are pulled versus that one.
Yeah.
And the brakes are not tight.
Yeah, I'll ignore that.
Yeah.
Michael
Whoops.
Jackson ass hoppers.
Michael Jackson? Oh
Michael
shit.
Jackson, huh?
Michael.
Does that mean they should be called
Oh,
hoppers?
God.
Probably.
A moonwalker.
But no, this thing is... It is my favorite locomotive of all time. Not just because of the story behind it, even though the story behind it is cool as fuck, but just because, like, it looks cool. This is what a streamlined locomotive should look like, to me. It should look like a missile on wheels.
Yes. I need to figure out how to download custom, like, non-supported train some shit like this.
And the fact that this mod has, even down to, like, actual... Like, the valve gear's fully animated. The lubricate... Actually, here, let me open up the, streamlining. And I'll show this off, because this mod is cool as fuck.
Casually opening up the streamlining at 70.
Like, the lubricators are animated, the power reverse is fully animated. And actually makes noise.
That's fucking cool.
The brakes are fully rigged. I'm not gonna apply the brakes because, you know, we're hauling ass, but still. You can't really see it, but the stoker's animated. If there's a way to get it to clip without... Come on. Oh, and... There, you can see... The scoop is animated. The water scoop.
Oh shit!
You can actually
look at
raise
that.
and lower
That's-
the water scoop and collect water on the fly.
That's
The
fucking
water
cool.
scooping definitely just ripped off. In real life, that would have like
Absolutely, yes. Because I'm putting it down into concrete ties.
Yeah, they tend not to like that.
It would have been given a standard Pen C3. Same thing the T1s had, same thing the Q2s had, same thing, just standard Pen C3. Same whistle they gave to every passenger locomotive.
Well, wasn't it something like they considered it so fast that having a whistle was like
Yeah,
it was too fast to have a whistle?
they considered putting a whistle on it, and there's actually, I think you could see it on this one. Oh no, he didn't model it. There's actually a welded patch you can see on some photos of the real one that's right here. That was where the whistle was going to go.
Huh,
And then they
interesting.
decided, nope, this thing's too fast. We can't put a whistle on it, we need to put a horn on it. And thus...
Why would be going too fast be a problem for whistles? Is it like air? Air movement?
Air horns project a lot... They project the sound a lot farther than whistles do.
Ah.
Yeah.
And that's something needed when you're running 150
Yeah.
and you're coming to a crossing.
Yeah, so a forward projecting air horn projects sound a lot farther, and oh shit. You know what? Fuck it, we'll run this bastard light engine, see what it can actually do.
That same switch, I think, got you last time.
It's that switch. I always get tripped up by that crossover. It's the double crossover into a very tight left-hand corner.
That fucking switch that I hate.
It's like the crossover in Portage on the Horseshoe Curve route when you're going from Johnstown to Altoona. It gets me every time. Anyway, light engine.
Let's see what she can do. You're building more of these than you're at, right?
I have about 100 of them in URAT.
Ah. Yeah, I figured. So, like, they build the first one, and then they keep building more of them.
Yes. Build the first one. After World War II, we upgrade our lines and then build more.
Kind of like the T1.
Yep.
Where they built one of them, and then they built a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Well, they built 2 prototype T1s, and then they built more a couple years later.
Yeah.
Well, I'll apply power at exactly 9 o'clock.
We.
Now, I know the 3-axle truck in the back is for firebox. What about the lead one? Why is that 3-axle? Just for like as speed as possible.
Smooth ride at speed and to make the locomotive symmetrical.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Would be interesting how like a two like a 4-4-4-6 would handle. But you know.
I don't think it
They
would.
considered it and they realized that it would ride a lot rougher.
Yeah, that's fair. This way it's smooth even at 150. So
Yes.
makes sense. Makes sense. Probably also help them get a bigger boiler in.
And,
So you can make a
like,
longer
this
boiler.
thing, by every crew member that ever rode in it, this was, like, even non-Pensy crews, like the crews that ran the NWJs came up and ran with Pensy crews on this thing. Every single engineer, fireman, conductor, everyone that rode in the cab of this thing said that it rode smoother than anything else they had ever ridden in, except for diesel locomotives.
Oh yeah, I fucking bet. Because like those axles help a lot.
Like several Pensy crew members described this thing as riding better than Pullman heavyweights.
Yeah. This thing was tested on like actual passenger trains, right? With people on them.
It ran revenue service.
Ah, yeah. Can you imagine being on that passenger train when it went like when it topped out its speed?
Yeah. Like this thing was inaugurated. This thing's first revenue passenger train was the Trailblazer, which was the first fully streamlined train on the PRR.
Huh. Neat. But imagine being in a lightweight going 150. Terrifying.
It just zoomed.
Actually,
Zoomed.
I wonder.
At that point, it's just speed.
Aw, the snifters aren't animated.
Oh, it's such a highly animated model. The one thing, the snifters.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, the frame for this, when it was built, and actually I think it still is the largest single-piece casting ever made for a locomotive.
Because they didn't cast the new build 2 ones.
They're
Actively while they get probably, well, not maybe not right now, but
Yeah.
it's insane that they're gonna get the frame done soon. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Two-piece, yes, the valve gear is animated. I'm assuming that's you, two-piece, or sweet peas. But, yes, these things are the Pensy's snifters, and you can see them on almost every Pensy steam locomotive.
Huh.
Even going as far back as the D16s, they have them. And hopefully, once 1361 comes back, people will actually be able to see them in action.
Yay.
Also, casually cruising at 134.
Around this curve.
whee! Also, I like the Stoker motor exhaust.
They work. These discs push out whenever you're drifting. I don't know how the physics of that works, but the discs push out a little bit from the locomotive and just allow air to get into the cylinders so you're not drawing a vacuum.
Huh. It's a pretty smart design.
There's actually an interesting photo of 1361 where one of hers is stuck open,
Oh.
and you can see a little bit of steam coming out of it from her excursion career in the 80s.
That's definitely less than ideal.
Well, I mean, all you need to do to close it, because it pops out, all you need to do to close it is just hammer it in.
Ooh, this is a curve.
And that's exactly what they did, was they just hammered it in.
Yep. Hit it with a hammer until doink.
But yeah, look at that. So you can really see it on this one, because you can really watch the cylinder and piston go at the same time. But yeah, the valve gear is animated. Anyway, we got places to be.
You gotta get up to
Also,
speed
here,
before we
I'll
hit.
show off the brakes. There you go. They're animated.
That's fucking cool.
In 1939, it cost about 650,000. I think the actual number is
And that's in
635,000.
That's a 19. That's a lot.
$939.
That's a lot.
It would
of
be
money.
like 12 to 15 million dollars today.
Oh. That's,
Accounting for inflation, it would be like 12 to 15 million.
So if you have a spare 20 million lying around, please consider.
It would probably be even more expensive today than the PRR built it, because labor is more expensive. The materials would be more expensive.
Okay, it's 30 million.
Oh, there's actual two-piece in the box.
Hello, two-piece.
There was a other person that we thought was you, but was not. Imposter. Oh. Okay.
Oh, so that
makes
was
sense.
you.
So it was you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So I did assume correctly. Whenever I saw the other person that it couldn't fetch their account, I got really worried that I pissed them off.
So Auntie wouldn't want an S1 because she couldn't do anything
Oh,
with
fuck!
it.
Shit! Fuck! Shit!
Oh
shit!
shit!
Fuck,
Not
fuck.
the thing again! Not again!
It was a different one. I forgot about Holmesburg.
One. I don't like that on some of the quick drives where it just goes, "Oh, you're going this way now."
Yeah, a curse of quick draw.
Actually, here, let's take a
curse
hippo
of
for a ride.
crossover.
Where is the hippo? Oh, there you are. Light engine. Sure, flag it.
See how fast they can go.
Not very.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'd
fuck
assume
it.
so.
Let's have a little bit of fun.
Oh no.
Oh boy. You have been
Team,
crossover.
I want to say, add to front.
Oh. Oh, this one has a doghouse. That's fun.
And, Actually, do I have another... Don't I have that other PRR hopper around here?
Yeah, we don't want the
No, I don't.
Michael Jackson hopper.
You don't want the yoinky splinky?
I don't want my hoppers to do the yoinky splinky.
I know, I think I have another,
That's an NS hopper.
It's not just an NS hopper.
Oh, is it the 70-ton Top Gun one?
No.
Or is it the 100-ton?
No.
PC. The Penn Central. Nobody's better than the Penn Central, but
How many tons do you think we should put behind these two? Where it's... I'll just make it 600 tons. What
Fuck.
are we thinking? 2,500?
2,500
Yeah,
seems
why
like a
not?
good amount. You can get a good amount
Well,
of speed out of that.
Actually, the 2102 test train was 1,900 tons. And that
A
was a
real
Reading
tonnage
T1.
on this
So,
train.
use that information for what you will.
It's... We have to do 3025. It's too perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
Caboose at the end? Oh, no.
We don't need no caboose.
No. No caboose. Confirm. Sure. This might actually be too long to load in. I may be sticking out the front end of the station.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
if it gets too long to load in, you actually might hit Train Sim Classic's tile limit, which means like only half the train will be rendered in.
I've gone to like 100 cars. It's fine.
Triple heading, yes. Quadruple heading, only for helper service, and then the fourth one was cut off early. Oh,
Hey.
where's the end of my train? How far back? Oh, I could have added a few more.
Yeah.
Neato.
Neat. Alright, boys. This is the test.
So the fun note is I'm currently also in Train Sim Classic taking my fictional OCS over the curve.
Nice. That's right, I need to run my fictional GTEL on Durgwa consist over the new Tennessee Pass route, because I was going to do that.
There we
We'll
go.
see if it can do it. Because in Timeline, the Durgwa trials turbines, because they thought it'd be funny. And then it melts the top of their tunnels, and they return them. And they vowed never to buy anything from GE ever again. Mop that roof squishy. Yeah, it just like fuck. Have you been this?
Do you have the centipede?
I do actually, but building a quick drive consist with them is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because they basically
yeah,
do that weird double heading thing, don't they?
Yeah. Like each truck and then the body are technically 3 separate pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, that's goofy.
I
Yeah.
forgot they did it that stupid way.
On the fucking Tennessee Pass route, the L131s, the front truck is its own separate thing for some fucking reason.
That's the old way of doing articulateds.
Yeah.
If you look at the RSC Big Boy Challenger,
Well, yeah,
Cat 4.
but no, it's literally just the front wheel. The pilot truck is it's its own separate
Oh, it's not
thing.
even the front driver set?
No, it's just the pilot truck for some reason.
No.
I have no idea why. I don't know why they did it. It's stupid enough that when you go into second person, it'll center itself on the pilot truck, and you have to manually center it on the rest of the train.
Yeah, it's just the old way of Train Sim Classic of doing that. One of the few people to figure out how to make an articulated all one piece was actually Smokebox with his Challengers and Big Boys.
How unstable would an I-1 be at like 50 or 60? Not at all. 60 is out of the realm of possibility for one of these fuckers. It would probably throw itself off the tracks. 50 was a pain. These things could do 50, but crews rarely ever got them up that fast. Just because they rode so extremely rough.
How many PRR engines had doghouses?
What?
How many PRR engines had doghouses? I see these things have doghouses.
Take a drink, because it depends. Not every tender...
Guys, he said it.
Not
They
every
said
type
it.
of tender
Guys,
had a
they said it.
doghouse, and not every tender of the same type had a doghouse.
Okay. Because on the Grand, it was like all of them.
Yeah, no.
Every single steam locomotive had one.
Actually, most PRR classes never got doghouses.
Interesting. Wonder why they made certain exceptions. They're neat little things. I like doghouses a lot. So seeing them on the tender, I was like, oh hey, doghouse.
Is the rear engine contributing? Yes.
Yeah.
It
Double-heading
just
actually
doesn't
works
have an
in this
exhaust
game.
plume for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but like that's how TSC does it. So yeah, literally everything from the largest of the Challengers and the Chesapeakes to the tiniest.
Never mind. No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Train Sim Classic double heading mechanics are weird with the steam rush.
His ass was not helping. Yeah, everything on the Grand, from the largest of Challengers to the smallest of Ks, had doghouses. I think the only things that didn't were like the small Connies and like the 060s. God damn it, AC.
I think that's about 25% for both of them. Looks like it. No, these things are powerful fuckers.
How much track did that for?
102,000.
Oh, that is really good for like non-articulated. Let me check something. Yeah, they were the
These are the strongest
fourth.
decapod ever built.
And they're the fourth most powerful non-articulated engine ever built, only behind a bunch of 210-4s.
Yep.
Specifically the CB&Q, BNLE, and ATSF ones.
Well, which one of those numbers include boosters? Because I know some of the numbers on that list include boosters in the main tractive effort number.
I think they specifically tell. I'm looking at the steamlocomotive.com list. They specifically note that
I
the
know what list you're
Q2
talking.
has
It's
a booster.
called the biggest steam
It's
locomotives
the
or whatever.
largest steam locomotive in quotes.
Yes, that's what it is. Biggest, largest, same difference. They mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Also, look at the chunky ass stoker required to feed this beast.
Holy fuck! Is that those big 2 cylinders on the side, or?
Yes, these two things are the stokers.
Jesus fuck!
These things were fuel hungry.
That is huge.
The I-1SA is the reason for the long haul tenders actually existing, because they burnt through so much coal.
Oh my god!
Like, look at how much more coal capacity than water capacity there is in that tender.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of, hey look, there goes the scoop.
Oh yeah. Water scoop.
This is another one of DSG DDR's mods. And it's also as high quality. You can see the valve gears animated as well.
How do the track pans actually work? Like,
They were just
they're just
long.
like a.
They were just long troughs of water between the rails. You would get close to one. You would drop the scoop in. The scoop would pick up a couple thousand gallons of water in a matter of seconds. You would raise the scoop back up before you got to the end of the trough and be on your way.
Hmm. Did they? Because it's like, where did the water come from? That's what I'm wondering. Like, were there like plants somewhere? Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, kinda sorta unlimited free water source 100 yards from the track.
It's free. You can just
Yep.
take it.
But no,
And
literally, like,
to
they
be
did
fair-
have water towers, but the water towers, like, the water towers just held the water to then load into the track pans.
Yeah. I assume they were
Yeah,
only on like.
they had filters to filter out the fish. Yes,
Yes.
No, they just
they had
supplanted the
mesh
fish directly into the
screens.
boiler.
They had mesh screens on the things.
Yeah.
The other side of that is, it was when they would actually get full. Sometimes they just wouldn't close the scoop, so you would see water pouring out the top hatch of the tender,
Yeah,
giving everything a bath.
yeah. The tender hatches are weighted, but they're not latched.
Ah,
And the what, like the, like the water would just pour out the top, and I don't know if they're modeled. Very few models I've ever seen actually model them. They're not. This little basin on the tender actually had holes running out to the side where the water would drain.
interesting.
That way it wouldn't collect
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, because I assume collecting in that space would be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Kind of like on a ship.
Yep. Well, if you let it collect, then it rusts, and rust is bad.
Imagine living your life as a fish, getting sucked into a track pan, getting sucked into the locomotive, going Mach fucking fried in the boiler.
Well, no, get sucked into the locomotive, not be able to fit because of the injector piping, and then just get ejected out the top of the tender hatch.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, they could pick up... For the longest track pans, they could pick up about 6,000 gallons of water in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it did not take very long at all.
For the smaller
Seems-
tenders, you could fill them up in less than a minute with the track pans.
Wow. I guess that's just like speed, you know.
Yeah. Like these things... What class of tender is this actually? Is this an 80 or a 70? The 90. So yeah, you could fill this tender up in 90 seconds.
Also, it appears we are stalling.
Yeah, I know. Back it.
The...
But no, you could fill that I1 tender up in 90 seconds in the track pan.
If
Should we-
y'all look in the channel VC text, you'll see what I'm getting up to at the moment.
Let's see it.
I
Ah,
could do train hush. Shark nose, sure, yeah.
that's a fun
Confirm.
consist.
I'm gonna do my Waterloo consist, and then I'll put a bunch of random shit behind it. Oop. Diesel. Centipede. A2. Oh, that's Centipede. RF16.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
boy.
is an OCS consist I put entirely too much thought into.
That's pretty
fuck
fun.
it. What freight are we what freight are we feeling?
Union Pacific passenger car. Is there any fish?
We could do tankers. Say they're full of fish.
It'll keep the theme of fish going. They're on the way to every
Commit to
seafood
real tonnage?
restaurant. named-
Okay.
These things will stall.
The RF-16s? No. Oh, fuck. Hang on.
What?
We have to do exactly 2,000 tons.
Fair.
It is now necessary.
Call it the Flying Kipper. I dare you.
No.
Aw.
Roll down to R, get the RF-16. RF-16 fish train. And fuck it, we'll go back to the Northeast Corridor because the Horseshoe Curve route is sad and it makes me feel sad.
Yeah, it's one of the earliest train sim routes, so it's not exactly detailed.
Yeah.
That's
I do have it, and I have fun with it.
part of me wants to
Just-
learn route editing just so I can remake the Horseshoe Curve route and
There's ways
add
you can
like
do
the
it.
new portage, but
Yeah. There's ways you can do it. You can get terrain DEM in there to get you a good base. Get coordinates the way you want it. You can even do markers of actual like locations. It's a little complicated because well, it's in classic. What isn't? But it is doable, and you can even do Google Maps overlay, which is also even more complicated. But heck. Ask me how I know.
come on, Bessie. These things are cool as fuck. I love the shark noses.
Well, don't you hope to get like some of the BLI ones that you just came out with?
I do, yes. I want to get a couple of the Pensy 5-stripe ones, and I want to get a couple of the Conrail ones. I want to get an ABBA set of both.
Oh God, that's like $2,400 worth of trains.
I know. That's why I haven't done it yet.
I turned on all the microwaves at Goodwill and made all the empaths in the room throw up.
Bob Kiss!
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, it's Buckus.
We're live on
Bucket.
Twitch, Buppy.
Oh, I came in to ask a question.
Well, now you can ask a question live on Twitch.
Well, does anyone have any models of 26L brake handles? Or the full brake stand?
Ask Beeman. Beeman might.
I will ask Beeman.
Stream chat's saying hi, Buppy.
Hello, stream. What is the occasion?
I'm just doing a test stream to see how I like it. We're already on 2 hours. Jesus Christ, we're on 2 hours.
Well, give me your Twitch so I can.
It's.
Isn't it-
There was a Heist Friends content notified.
Oh, was there? Hang on a minute.
Yes.
Yes,
Let me just go through that.
It was one of the few things that Carl did right this evening.
Good job, Carl. Stop drinking so much. It's not good for you.
No, he only does well when he drinks a lot. It's actually kind of a problem.
That's not good.
Yeah, I think I am going to stream more 2Ps. I actually enjoyed this a lot more than I was expecting to.
Hell, I might stream once I get a proper computer set up. If you guys want to listen to me ramble about Durgwa stuff for fucking 2 hours.
I've definitely thought about getting back into it because I did stream for a while and then I stopped. Should do it more.
Like,
Where
I've
where
enjoyed.
is? I'm gonna lose my mind. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
That's fine.
I'm going to try out a couple different games over the next couple days. But I figured I'd start with Train Sim Classic because it's a nice, easy game to get into, and I could focus on chat more than the game itself, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
did lead to
It's
some
like-
fun shenanigans.
It's
Yeah,
it's
I've
like a
been-
perfect game for that.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to like do some live stream route building on the QNS because then I need to reintroduce that route because it's not done yet and I need to finish it.
Buppy! Thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
The one and only Lord Buckus the Third.
The third. Balthazar, Bo Balthazar, Fee Fo Balthazar the third.
Yes.
My favorite.
Yeah, I think maybe not tomorrow, but later this week, I think I'm going to do a Skyrim stream.
That'd be fun.
Oh, actually, I might do a stream checking out the Fallout 4 update.
I heard there was a big update for that. Does it have multiplayer yet?
No. That's what 76 is for.
Oh,
The entire all of Bethesda is in like a panic mode after the Fallout show fucking succeeded like all hell. Like, oh, god damn it, we gotta put effort into this now.
Okay, but it's so good though. The show is really good.
I have been hearing a lot of good damn things about that show, and I think I've been getting a shit ton of Fallout recommended to me on YouTube. Because it's being recommended to everyone, and I'm starting to get into it. I'm starting to be like, this is really interesting.
The writing is good. The costume design is good. The set design is great. The casting is fucking perfect.
For me right now, I've been considering streaming one of the Fallout games. The problem is I don't have money for either 4 or 76. And yes, Train Sim Classic. I know I've played this game for 6,903 hours. Would I recommend it? I don't know.
See, the games
I tried to have a race with Pancakes and Battleship earlier today, and my game temp dumped on me 6 times in 30 minutes.
That's what I want to see. I want to talk to Jersey about potentially racing on the Northeast Corridor.
That'd be so cool.
Like having a set consist that both of us run and just racing. See who can get to New York faster.
That would be an interesting, because you guys could both do streams. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You could do the dual stream kind of thing. But man, I really want to get into Fallout because the idea of it interests me so much, and I'll occasionally see it pop up and recommended, like, this seems interesting, let me watch it. And now I'm becoming a fan without playing any of the games, so I'm just like, I gotta play a game now.
The Fallout series and the Elder Scrolls as well, because Bethesda games are just like this. Both series have so much lore behind them. Like, I have played Fallout for... I have been a Fallout fan for over 15 years now, and there is still stuff that I learn about Fallout that I didn't know. Same thing with Elder Scrolls. I have played the Elder Scrolls consistently. I have deep dived into Elder Scrolls lore, and there is still stuff that I didn't know. There's still like, I have played Skyrim. I have 15,000 hours in Skyrim, and there is still stuff about Skyrim that I don't know.
Also, AC, I'm not going to say no, but I'm also not going to say you don't need to spend your money on me, man. I appreciate it, but you don't need to. If you want to, I mean, I'm not gonna not accept free things, but you don't have to.
Skyrim is my favorite game of all time, AC. I have more time in Skyrim than I have in several other games combined.
Yeah.
Games that I play... I have more time in Skyrim than I do in Minecraft and GTA 5 combined.
Yeah, I kind of really want to get into Fallout. Like, there's a couple games that I've always wanted to get to, like GTA, Red Dead Redemption, and Fallout is one of those, but, like, you know me, I love fucking researching lore. I built my entire life around researching shit, so the Fallout universe, if what you say is true...
If you deep dive into either universe, we probably won't hear from you for about a week.
I will not shut up about it. Like, I don't shut up about Durgwa stuff. Like, this is how I am. This does bring up the question, though. What game do I play first?
Honestly...
The eternal debate.
Not New Vegas. I would personally start with 4.
Really? Oh, well, yeah, because you'd be underwhelmed if you played
gameplay.
4.
Gameplay-wise, 4 is the better game. Story-wise, New Vegas is better. I would suggest starting with 4 because it's an easier game to get into gameplay-wise. New Vegas and 3 have some quirks that are kind of hard to look past. But New Vegas does have F units.
Ah, fun.
4 doesn't have anything based on... Well, it has stuff based on reality, but not, like, pulled from reality, whereas the F units are just F units, but nuclear powered.
Oh, yeah, those are just FU. Those are just kind of like the length of an E unit, but trucks of an F unit.
Yep.
That's interesting.
They're just nuclear-powered F units.
Those are cool. That's a cool livery too. Someone could make that a fictional, like easy. It's an actual good livery.
But yeah, like 4 has the better gameplay. 4 feels like a more modern game. New Vegas is very much of its era. It feels like it came out of 2009, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but looking back, it has some quirks that... Like, the inability to jump and sprint at the same time. Just the lack of a proper sprint mechanic in general. And honestly, that's one of the things that I don't like about Skyrim, but 3 and New Vegas have terrible gunplay. 4 has the best gunplay in the series, hands down. I would even put it above 76s. And 76s is essentially just copy-paste.
I'm probably gonna, when the Steam Summer Sale hits, and summer's when I'm gonna start getting a job, so I'll actually have money. I'm just gonna buy a shit ton of things. Just get all the games I've ever wanted. Because I'll have my own money now, and I'll be able to do it.
See, I like how you think you'll have money when you have a job.
Yeah.
Let me be optimistic, damn it.
And before Mainline shows up one day, hey, I bought $500 worth of model trains.
And now I'm poor. Forever.
Hey,
Oh, look,
I'm
it's
not
the
moved out.
consequences of my own actions.
I'm not gonna be moved out yet. You know? And my dad's getting a raise soon, hopefully,
You know what?
getting a
Fuck
promotion.
it. Dump it. Stop. I'm gonna leave these cars here, and I'm just gonna take off with just the locomotives.
You're dropping fish on the Northeast Corridor.
Yes.
Yes, why not?
Fish.
You know what that
You know
means?
what that means? Fish.
Am I even in that server anymore? No, I'm not. I accidentally left that server. I need to fucking bring in Jeff getting back into it.
That server literally just, you know what that means, fish. It's just the fish server.
Yes.
Love it. Anyways. We'll see. I'm gonna see if some unknown benefactor gives me a Fallout game. I'm probably gonna play it. See how things go. I'll really be interested in lore. That's what I'm really interested in. The world seems so interesting and vast, and like definitely the kind of shit that I like, where evil corporations do stupid shit and suffer the consequences of their actions. If anyone's familiar with like the Mystery Flesh Pit kind of story, that's kind of like, it's kind of like a similar
Oh, what?
in terms.
God, I love the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. I hope the Mystery Flesh Pit consumes me.
National Park.
Woohoo!
It is.
Yes.
It's a national park.
I love how fast these fuckers accelerate.
Thank God,
They
someone
actually
someone
load up
knows it.
decently quick.
I'm a big SCP fan, so I know of it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my. I was in the server for. Well, it was I was in the server until I realized it was 18 plus and I had to leave. So. I'll be back.
Hey,
But
Bupkis, have you
I-
heard of
I-
SCP-113?
Yeah.
Is that a locomotive?
No.
Is that a locomotive? No.
Not me looking up the wiki page to remind what it is. Oh yeah. No, this makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Also, if you take a look in the channel VC,
Oh, do not go to images on this thing. Dear God, do not go to images on that Google search. Oh God. Oh no.
What?
On what?
SCP-113?
SCP-113. Do not go to images.
anyway.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's just...
Deviant art.
Yeah.
a lot, a lot of DeviantArt.
But yeah, if you look at if you look in the streaming VC text, you'll see some OG Midland history that has been on the back burner for approximately 2 years.
No, there's nothing too out of the ordinary. There's some weird stuff, but there's nothing too spicy here.
Oh, it's fun.
Even with safe search completely off, there's nothing too spicy.
You're making roots in Train Sim. That's cool. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, if you look on my channel, there's like 15 episodes of building this thing, and it's still not done.
Yeah, Mainline. Do you not know that Midland's the one who did the Colorado Railroad Museum one?
Oh, well, yeah, I knew that.
I did the CRM and I did the Pine Creek.
Yeah. Honestly, if I were to make TSC routes, it'd just be like, making all timeline shit.
You know what?
For all your at routes, so that
let's
I
end
could
off with a bang. Confirm. Start.
I'd make modern Tennessee Pass or something.
Yeah.
Ooh. Woodstown is officially on the satellite view of Google Maps.
Hey.
Yay! I updated those images, which also reminds me I need to edit that video. Fuck. Well, that should be a simple edit. Because y'all do good things out there, and that's
yeah.
But yeah, I like super deep lore, like man-made horrors beyond my comprehension lore, like Mystery Flesh Pit or SCP type shit. So I'm sure I'll enjoy Fallout lore. Seems like a similar sort of
yeah, probably
bad shit happened kind of lore.
I at one point was reading all of the SCP articles in order. I had an app on my phone that was like the mobile version of the wiki.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
I got up to 703 and then stopped because I no longer had to ride a bus to school because COVID happened.
Yeah, I really need to go through and read them all again. I've been out of the loop for a little while.
For a second there, I honestly thought you were going to say, I really need to go back to school.
Well,
I'm almost done with school, man. I'm almost done.
Yeah,
It's just like got like a week left.
I graduated right before COVID hit because fun.
God, I keep forgetting I'm the oldest one in this call.
Yeah, COVID hit right between my last year of middle school and my first year of high school, so that was fun.
Yeah, COVID was both a blessing for my academic career and a curse for literally everything else.
Yep.
Fun fact, I think I've told most of you this, I would have flunked out of high school if COVID did not screw us over. Because everyone in the county, no matter what grade they had, passed. I graduated high school with a 0.7 GPA. Now, knowing that it came from my undiagnosed and unmedicated ADHD, and realizing, oh shit, I'm a little bit autistic, probably contributed to that a lot. But I'm a lot better academically now, so it's good.
Yeah. Circling back to, if any of you have not read through Mystery Flesh Pit, I highly recommend it. It is fun, it is funny, it is terrifying, it's great. We love it.
Mystery Flesh Pit is my second favorite national park.
Behind what?
What do you think?
What's the...
Actually, let's have some fun. What does the class think that my favorite national park is?
I only really know the western ones, and I know it's probably something in the east.
Like actual real national park, or are we talking like Mystery Flesh Pit?
Real national park, and historic sites are included.
Oh, that makes it infinitely more difficult.
Yeah, historic. There's a lot of like national monuments, historic sites, etc.
Is it in Altoona?
It is not in Altoona.
Is it near Altoona?
Yes.
So
Oh,
the horseshoe curve,
It is not,
Yeah.
actually.
or is it the?
Are the Juniata shops a historic
No.
site?
No, they are actually still active shops. They're not.
I think it's be a historic site and be active.
But
Well,
no,
it's
they're not.
inherent
No.
in the amount of changes.
Honestly, they should be, but they're not. They're marked as a state historic site, but they're not national.
That's good enough for government work.
hello, spin.
But
Hello,
no,
spin.
it's near Altoona, but depends on your definition of near. It is within 50 miles of Altoona.
Is it the Portage tunnels?
No. You are very close though. Not geographically, but in terms of what it is.
The Portage.
Is it a
branch?
Gletson tunnel?
No.
What's that one branch that's ripped up by near you?
I'm not saying.
Oh, it connects to the Everett.
Allegheny Portage?
No.
I feel like you said this like a half hour ago.
Probably.
I have not said it on the stream. I have not said the name of it actually in a few days.
Is it
Oh.
the Railroaders Memorial Museum?
No.
No, I know the new Portage.
No. I will say it has relations to the Allegheny Portage. It is not the Allegheny Portage itself.
Okay.
It is
You're
railroad
asking me-
related.
You're asking me at 11:50 at night to be good with names.
You said it has to do with the Allegheny Portage, but is not on the Allegheny Portage?
It is related to the Allegheny Portage, but it is not the main Allegheny Portage site. It is not... no, it's not the Kinzu Viaduct AC.
Is it, what's that? Staple Bend?
It is Staple Bend.
Yeah, that's a cool spot. I've seen pictures of it.
It is the Staple Bend Tunnel. It is the first railroad tunnel in the United States. It is a full 8 minutes from my house.
Oh, sick.
And yes, we will be going for narrow gauge convention.
Wow, they did update the map. Holy cow.
We can actually stop on the way down to my model train shop because it's on the way. It's the back way, but it's on the way.
Yeah. Auntie, I'm gonna say y'all have fun planning that and doing that. I'm looking at all the stuff going on then, and I have a distinct feeling I know exactly what my schedule is going to be. For at least at least 11 of those days.
I mean, it would depend on when people start to show up, because that would be something that would be good to do early, and then do the big stuff that's far away once more people show up.
Yeah. The issue being is how early, because it is likely, not confirmed, but likely that from September 9th to September 20th I will be occupied.
It would probably be before the 9th, depending on when people start to show up.
Like if it's before the 9th I might be able to tag in and do some stuff, but the 9th on
Well, first and foremost, things would probably depend... Like, little stuff like that would probably depend on when Jersey and Bupkis get back from, Colorado.
oh, is Bupkis joining that trip?
I tentatively yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fucking make it out there, man.
Assuming that I have the Omega cash.
The Omega cash and the time off.
Omega
and I
money.
won't screw you over by occupying your boss.
In terms of money.
Yeah, if you can
We
distract
have
my
no
boss
money.
for me, I'd really appreciate it.
I mean, I can try, but the problem is I'm already distracting him 2 weeks later. Actually, 3 weeks later,
Well, chat, we tried.
technically.
We'll have to make it
I
out
don't know
there.
why I'm being cryptic, because Angry and I kind of talked about it on stream today. Newsflash, I'm one of the EBT tour guys this year. So,
Cool.
guess who gets to like spend all of their spare time down there?
Yup. Trains.
Trains. Trains are great.
Very cool.
Why did
Very
it have to be
nice.
train? Why did it have to be trains?
Why did it have to be trains?
I'm gonna
But yeah.
go back in time and yell at my grandfather. You don't know the consequences of your actions. Look what you did to me.
I can't even do that because it wasn't any of my family that got me into trains. It was just me being autistic as fuck.
See, for me, it was my grandpa, and he is thankfully still around. And there are times where I go like, why?
See,
Good, I'm
AC,
glad to
I
hear it's still
actually
around.
lucked out. I got the science autism as well, but not the math autism. Well, I did get the
I
math
got the math.
autism, but it just means that I'm good at math. I just hate doing it. Like I'm one of the turbo autistic fucks that I can do calculus in my head, but I fucking hate doing calculus.
Like, you
To
can,
be
you don't
fair,
want to.
I may have like ultra specific math autism because I did calculate how many miles per gallon a human gets.
What?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Excuse
that's not
me?
the
Did you not
weirdest
see
thing.
those schizo notes?
No.
Okay,
I've seen
so-
them. They were hilarious.
So a long time ago, and by that I mean like about 3 weeks ago, I
Yes.
saw
3
a
weeks is a long
YouTube
time.
video
That is
in
the
my
definition of
recommended.
a long time ago.
I saw a YouTube video in my recommended where a dude walked from Philadelphia to New York. And I was like, this is cool. I love urban hiking. This is really neat. But then I realized, oh my god, he ate and drank the same thing every day for every meal for 5 days. I could totally calculate how many calories it took for him to walk to
Honestly,
New York and how many
honestly,
calories
the
he
thing that
burned
I'm
per
more
day.
impressed about is the fact that it only took him 5 days to walk that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really impressive. So I was like, okay. He ate 5 Wawa chicken strips and had a high protein Fairlife chocolate milk every
Fairlife
meal
chocolate milk is good.
for 5 days. First of all, his shits must have broken windows.
Yeah.
Second of all, that's a really consistent calorie count. And so I did the math. Let me find my notebook, because it's in my notebook here.
God.
After you tell that number, then I'm gonna tell about the time that Schizo Notes invented time travel.
Fucking excuse me? You can't just casually fucking say
we
that.
do shit in this house, dog.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
There's shit happening.
Oh, no, that's
Avocados from Mexico.
I'll
hey,
let
Goose.
I'll
Hey,
let
Goose.
Bupkis I'll let Bupkis share his thing, and then I'll tell about how I invented time travel.
I have to find my math.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's stuff happening here.
We still
know-
live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Okay, so I
if-
can't
if
talk
anybody-
about...
So confused.
Hey, Auntie, can I have your time machine real quick? I have someone to have a talk with. A
No.
certain Al, if you will.
Alfred Perlman is mine.
We can kill him together.
No. You can torture him, but I want the kill.
Deal.
Going
This
to
dude used a
quotes.
surprisingly low. This dude used a surprisingly low 1,860 calories per day, which I would argue, if you're walking for 5 days over 93 miles, is an unhealthy amount of calories.
Are we discussing, like, human miles per gallon again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a human could go 310 miles per gallon of gasoline in terms of caloric intake.
Jesus.
That's like a tank on my Corolla.
So we're not very fuel efficient, are we?
No, we're super fuel efficient.
We're really
we're actually pretty
I could drink a gallon of gasoline and walk to New York from Philadelphia.
I
like
think you would
4
have a lot
times.
more issues than just calories there, Bup.
I was
Hold
gonna
on,
say, I think I think you'd have a problem or two before you got to New York.
I'm sorry, my stupid fleshy sack can't handle 31,000 calories.
I could drink like a gallon of
Look, if
gasoline
you-
and make it from Philadelphia to New York. Is that the correct quote?
Yeah.
Somebody else needs to quote. I'm sorry that my stupid fleshy body.
Fleshy sack.
The mind is willing, but the flesh
And
is weak.
This is what happens when the all-star cast.
No,
comes
anyway.
How many calories? How many calories did he say his fleshy sack couldn't handle?
31,000.
Look, y'all can't actually min-max calories like that. You really want to min-max, fucking eat uranium.
Dude,
yeah,
that's
that-
so
that is
true.
the way.
Like 2
Fucking-
bajillion calories.
Fucking rail a line of it like I did.
No. We go to Chernobyl with forks and knives,
Speaking
and
of
we go
going to
devour
Chernobyl,
the
I'm about to
elephant's
Chernobyl
foot.
Trenton,
There we
New
go.
Jersey.
Together,
I have a
all of
gift
us
for
at
this.
once.
No. You underestimate. I have snorted uranium. We've had this conversation before.
I thought it was glass.
And uranium.
Did you snort uranium glass like an idiot?
No, 2 different occasions.
Okay.
And anyway, do
The-
you want to
the
hear?
I
uranium
eat yesterday
was-
for breakfast, fucker.
Anyway, first, I'm about to nuke Trenton, New Jersey, first and foremost,
No.
and then
Aw.
we can talk about the time I schizo invented time travel, and then I'm gonna end the stream.
See, someone in chat said save the Uintas. The only problem with saving the Uinta articulators is we have to postpone an entire civil war.
Well, or
Fucking
the
excellent.
logical way to save the Uintas is not in their Uinta form.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't a civil war. It was a revolution. We have to postpone a revolution in South America.
Hey,
Uh,
look, that
Okay,
crossover
cool. All
set.
we need to do is talk to
Yeet.
the CIA, and they'll probably hold off for another couple years.
Sorry, what?
Whoa.
Real.
Huh?
Whoa.
That was a chicane.
How did you come out of that alive?
How did you come out of that alive?
Magic.
What?
Fuck it, the Acela must go to New York.
I mean, granted, she's already died and been reborn.
My God.
But no, anyway, time I schizo invented time travel. So we were talking about ion engines in my AP math class the one day. And somebody was like, oh yeah, the theoretical top speed of this ion engine, like just propelling itself and its fuel, the theoretical top speed is whatever
Well-
percentage of light speed.
There is no such thing as a theoretical top speed in space, because as long as you have propellant, you can keep fucking accelerating.
Yes, but it was whatever 99.9 whatever percent of speed
That's
of
the
light.
theoretical top speed of any
Yes,
fucking engine in
But
space.
we were just we were discussing it, and it was like, how much fuel would that take? And somebody was like, oh, isn't it something like once you get past the speed of light, you technically start traveling back in time? And then I was like, wait, there's also gravity involved. You can get some time dilation based on gravity. So I looked up the numbers, I looked up the formulas, I did the math, and I realized that if you could do 99.9996% the speed of light, orbiting the Earth at the correct distance, which I don't forget the amount of miles that it is, but if you could orbit the
that
Earth
would
at the
be
correct distance...
inside the Earth.
Yeah, but if you could orbit the
That
Earth at the
would be
correct distance...
inside the Earth, Auntie.
Orbit the core!
You're in the magma, swimming.
Yes. Carve it out. Orbit the core. But
We're
no,
gonna burn this shit. It's gonna be great.
but no, I worked it out, and I worked it out for the Earth. I worked it out for the Sun. And the Sun, it wouldn't be within the Sun. It would be
It would be in the corona where it's about 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah. It would
But
be
that's the least of your problems.
It would be a couple inches off of the surface of the Sun. But if you could orbit...
Marcus, why do you have the number of gumballs on deck?
Auntie will appreciate why I have the number of gumballs
I
on deck.
appreciate that reference. I love a good Blue Jay video.
Do you not have the
is-
number of the number of gumballs?
Blue Jay always does that. Blue Jay gives distances in gumballs as well as miles, kilometers. You know?
What?
Mainline,
I hate-
why do you think I know fucking McDonald's fry lengths off the top of my head?
Also, those vary so wildly.
God, you're
that you-
insane. Yeah, they vary wildly. I mean, What crazy fool measures in food?
You measured in gumballs.
It's not a food.
America-
Do you eat it?
America
Do you eat a gumball? Do you
measures-
swallow gum like a weirdo?
America measures things in food. It is
Focus.
a system of
But no,
measurement here in
anyway,
the States.
finishing up
Bob,
my
I hate to
story.
break it to you, you are a weirdo.
Do you
finishing
blow
up my
bubbles out your
story.
ass with bubble gum? Would you swallow these things? What do you do?
How do you think I fly like Mary Poppins?
But anyway, real quick, finishing up the
Okay,
finishing up
that
the
was
Schizo
beautiful.
time travel
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Hold on, let Auntie finish your story about how she schizo invented time travel.
Finishing up the Schizo time travel story, it took me all of like 8 minutes to work out exactly how you could travel back in time and exactly how fast you would be able to travel back through time at different various orbits around stars. Actually, the most efficient thing would be to go around the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. Because,
Yes,
you know,
Sagittarius A star.
that would be the most efficient thing, because you could actually go slower than around the sun and still go back through time faster. Like, you could go back through time 3.5 seconds per second. At the same speed that you would have to orbit the sun to go back in time 1 second per second.
Hi, Jersey.
Hey, Jersey.
Hi, Jersey.
We're discussing how Auntie invented time travel.
Well, I saw the quotes.
And
Yeah, welcome to the stream.
Jersey say hi to Twitch. Jersey say hi to Twitch.
Go fuck yourselves.
Wait, which one? Which one? I'm sorry that my stupid fleshy sack can't handle 31,000 calories, or how else do you think I fly like Mary Poppins?
Dude, I'm just bulking. Dude,
All 4 of them?
He's eating so many gumballs, drinking so much gasoline. He's unstoppable.
Oh my god.
no, the bubbles I blow out my ass are now like hydrogen. If you light them on fire, they'll
They just
explode.
explode.
The gasoline fumes.
It's a rocket fucking.
Wait,
rocket
if you're
fuel.
farting out hydrogen, that would be preparation H-bomb there.
Preparation H.
Oh my god.
Preparation H.
Oh my god. That's so excellent. Oh my god.
Preparation H. Bomb.
Oh, wow.
And on that note,
An absolute bombshell.
Goose, someone's asking why you snorted uranium.
It was
accidentally.
when I was opening the package of uranium ore I got, and when I opened the package, it was vacuum sealed, and it kind of poofed.
No, the real reason is uranium fever has done and got him down.
It has.
You know, real.
Uranium fever.
is done and got me down.
down.
Goose, you should hold a Geiger counter up to your esophagus.
No, it's fine. The half.
It hasn't already
It's
done
fine.
Oh,
Aren't
yeah, I
cats
bought
highly
music.
radioactive?
I
You
bought
should hold
bug,
a Geiger
19.
counter up to
My-
Apollo and see
My
what
Geiger
happens.
counter only.
Hold it up to Apollo.
So here's the thing. My Geiger counter only measures alpha and beta particles. So even if I did hold it up to my esophagus, it wouldn't register
That's
anything
true. You
inside.
would be blocking them.
My body would be blocking. I am body blocking radiation.
My God.
Here's the deets. Here's the
I
deets.
am
Here's what you gotta
using
do.
myself. No, here. I am using myself as a human shield to protect the world.
No, dog. Open your mouth up. Stick that Geiger
I-
counter down your throat. See what happens.
I am a ghoul.
Deep
apparently.
throat a Geiger counter.
The chug jug the Geiger counter. Oh my
The forbidden
God.
battery juice
I-
inside of the Geiger counter.
I just need chems. I'm officially a ghoul now.
Oh my God.
That's so true.
Ghoulish activity.
Thou
Ghoulish
shalt get
activity.
distracted by random
bullshit
bullshit every goddamn time.
I need to finish setting that up. I put the file in the folder, but I need to change the fucking config. But I couldn't find the exact config file to.
Do it through Vortex. Vortex, I think, does it automatically. If you want to install it.
I don't want to download another mod loader. I have too many already.
I mean, Vortex is kind of used for
Vortex is good because you can handle
dismantle
multiple
modding.
games from the
We
one
should get
mod
rid of
loader.
You should just uninstall modding.
Never,
Yeah,
never
rid of
mod.
modding.
So
Video
Look, I'm
games
just
are
saying,
running.
if Bupkis's computer can delete its own System 32 upon harvesting eggs.
Look, it did not delete its own System 32. It deleted the network drivers in the System 32 folder, causing my PC to shit its pants and die.
You
so your
dragged
graphics
System
card is
32
fucked.
into the recycle
No,
bin.
my graphics card is fine. It just deleted its graphics drivers 2 days ago. It's fine.
did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
I did. It
You
smelled
literally-
funny.
Watching him delete System 32 for more space.
Yeah, I mean, you could save like 30 gigabytes deleting System 32. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
just
valid
do that right now.
you can download more RAM in its place.
Yeah, you
Wow,
could
guys,
download
look
more
at this. This is
RAM.
a 31 gigabyte.
The government silenced him. The government silenced
that
him.
funny?
To make all the impasse in the room throw up.
Was that funny?
The government silenced him.
The government silenced him because he tried to speak the truth.
I tried to delete System 32 and they got me.
Trying to
tried to
delete
delete
System 32 is the forbidden way of gaining more download.
Bill
your
Gates
computer.
put RAM in my head.
Big Wi-Fi doesn't want you to know this.
Just download more Wi-Fi.
Just
Yeah, download more Wi-Fi.
Yeah. They feed us poison so we buy their cures while they suppress our medicine.
What is,
Also,
is the medicine deleting System
Also,
32?
Bupkis, Alice
No,
Thing was
no,
wondering why your
it's-
computer's trying to
Hold
play
on.
Sudoku.
VC text.
Guys, we can simply download more graphics card.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
true.
we could download RTX 3090.
Yeah, that's what the
Oh my
government
God,
doesn't want you
Goose.
to know.
That's great.
That is the meme of all time. So how food that airline bout?
Well, we're still
Hold on, I'm currently cooking.
I am.
Uh-oh.
I
God
am going
forbid.
to run this Acela set in Notch 6 until I wreck it,
likely.
and then we will end the stream.
It's still only doing 155
Notch
miles an hour.
Notch
Start
6.
cutting
These
cars
things only
off
go
the
to Notch
end.
6. I'm like balls to the wall. I cannot go above 6.
It's slow.
Start cutting cars off.
No, this is how fast the Acela. This is how fast this thing goes. It only goes 160.
Where are you? What map are you on?
Northeast corridor. I just passed New Brunswick. I'm coming up on Metuchen.
Metuchen. It's called Metuchen. God damn it.
You're
Sorry,
doing what?
Metuchen.
Looking at chat, it was September 2019 that we did the Area 51 raid. I was this close. I was this fucking close to going because it wasn't that far of a drive for me. But my girlfriend at the time had an emergency and needed to replace her computer, so we spent the whole day doing that.
Instead of you going to Area 51.
Instead of you going to like one of the weirdest music festivals ever devised by man, you put a computer together.
It's cheaper than Coachella.
Most things are cheaper than Coachella.
It was
You know what? That is
cheap.
a damn good point.
It was cheaper than a 6-hour drive on 15 miles a gallon.
Yeah, but was
Mm.
you driving?
Honda fucking Ridgeline.
Oh right.
He's driving a Ford Focus, but there's a man trying to get 310 miles to the gallon under his gas tank with a bendy straw.
I'm imagining Bupkis like a fucking leech on the bottom of the car.
God damn it.
I'm chewing at the rust in your gas tank in hopes that I get a little dribble of something delicious.
You know the fucking remora fish on sharks?
Yes. Oh hell yeah, dude!
Damn it! My fucking caption bot isn't fucking working. I can't make the Bupkis' computer watching him delete System 32 me.
No
Skill
stop.
issue.
Damn it!
Listen, there's this thing called Bandicam.
Bandy. Just
Look,
use
Unregistered
it's okay.
hypercam too.
I do government contracts now. There's a secret Illuminati base at the Denver International Airport, and there's an underground tunnel from my work to the airport. So I get all the aliens I want at this point.
You get all the
Damn,
free
son.
alien head you want
Yep.
for
If
free.
you look in
For
this
free.
channel's
It's
VC
part of
this
the
is
corporate
video.
benefits.
Oh, okay. So instead of Medicare, you get alien head.
Yeah.
Somebody should quote that.
Not it.
Also, can I just say that I love watching the estimated arrival time drop by a few seconds every second?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It was fun when Crimson Classic does that.
Your fucking chat just said I still want my alien
Also,
cat, goth cat girl
Spinoto, I want
GF.
to Spinoto. I want to circle back slightly.
Who?
Look,
You said the Acela was slow.
Yes.
But I was about to tell you, just because you're used to fast surrendering, running away French trains doesn't make it slow.
Look, I've seen the flying baguettes before. Seeing 186 miles an hour flash under your feet as you get blasted by a freaking wall of wind is
Listen, man,
really
you clearly
impressive.
haven't seen me on the turnpike, so like,
Okay,
chill
you know
out.
what? Fair.
Just because you're used to the trains that run away doesn't make
You
the Acela
haven't
slow.
seen me on I-10 and I-35.
You ain't.
You haven't seen me do the I-95 shuffle on the way to work.
You ain't seen me in the little freaking Mazda reaching valve float in an engine with no valves.
No.
You ain't seen me approach milepost 67.4 on the turnpike and get the 1,000-yard stare.
It's like me doing
John.
served by my house.
John, you underestimate. I have been doing like 30 over the speed limit in Texas, and cops will blow by me without. And cops will blow by me without their lights and not pull me. Like
I thought
it's
cops were
just,
blowing you.
I was going slow.
Because here's the thing, you don't understand that in Pennsylvania and New Jersey's more like chaos, and Delaware doesn't really count. But
New
like,
Jersey is
we're doing,
Rochambeau bumper
regardless, we're doing like 20 over. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's just the way
Texas.
that it is. Yeah, but we're doing it on like 2-lane highways. Well, that are now 4-lane highways that are becoming 6-lane highways.
Just one more lane,
Just
bro.
another lane.
That
Well,
that were meant
here's-
for that were dirt paths for horses and Model T.
I need my Donghua Jinlong glycine.
I just gotta
brother.
Just one more lane is going to inhibit our space for Walmarts. How are we going to get more Walmart
Spinoto's got it.
supercenters?
We can't put our fucking Walmarts where there are 18-acre parking lots on them.
All we do is gentrify the Grand Canyon.
Beautiful. We can have Walmart Supercenter.
We've accordioned the Acela, so I think that's a good time to.
Walmart span the Grand Canyon.
I think that's a good time to
What
call
neighborhood
it.
did you just bulldoze through?
I did that
Road.
on purpose. Yeah. I think that's a good point to end the stream.
Yeah.
So,
that was fun.
everyone,
was fun.
thanks for hanging around.
The Grand
for having me.
Walmart.
I expect my paycheck in the mail next week.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
What?
Anyway,
Jill, where am I?
yeah, expect to see more from me in the future. This was fun. So
This was fun.
I won't put you out of
Later.
business.
Brr.
Donghua Jinlong glycine.